the truth.
Yo, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Market Report. It is Tuesday, March 3rd. We got a market sell-off going on. Everything's going down except for oil today. I think I just heard on CNBC, 14 stocks. That is all that is green today on the market. So Bitcoin obviously taking a hit here, also rejecting off of a level that we talked about yesterday. I think that we may be heading a little bit lower than this. Do have a little bit of support sitting below us. We'll talk about that in a moment. As you guys can see, a lot of red on the crypto bubbles here behind me. Let's go ahead and get into the show. You guys know what time it is. Class is in session. Let's get it. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Market Report. We come at you live every Monday through Friday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you guys everything you need to know about the day in the markets. So shout out to everybody that's here. And as always, this show brought to you by Chart Prime, the indicator of winners. If you want to be a winner, check out the link below and you can get 45% off. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Let's go check out the chat real fast. We got a lot of people over here in the chat. What are you doing over here, screen? Hold on, my screen's being wonky. Let's go check out the chat and see who all's in here and give a shout out to everybody. Let's do that. Let's do that. We got Robert Mulligan in here saying good morning. Good morning to you, man. Hope you're doing well. You know what it is. Appreciate you being here. The Mod Queen, Alexander G, always with us and bringing all of the organization to this channel, guys. She does all the thumbnails, and she's always here dropping links above and all that good stuff. So we appreciate her. She does a lot for the channel. If you guys don't know, she's the official CEO, Piper Academy. Harp, what's up, man? JR, our in-house trader, always dropping fire trades in the Discord, and we appreciate you being here in the chat with us, man. Jared, how you doing, brother? Bakoshi no dinero. He told me to hunker down. I'm always hunkered down. I'm always hunkered down, man. Head on the swivel. Watch your six. Who else we got here? Crypto Coin Mindset, Keith. I'm long on Keith having a good day today. Amazing day. An amazing day, I think Alexander G said. So appreciate you being here, Keith. And did I get everybody? Loco for Crypto. Mike Play is in here. Got my delicious hotel coffee. Gotta have the coffee in the morning, man. And I think that's about it. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Did I get anybody? Did anybody pop in afterwards? Curtis Hill. What's up, Curtis Hill? How you doing, man? I appreciate you being here. So yeah, if you guys don't know, funny story. Yesterday, story time with Army Piper. Yesterday, we're here in Utah in Salt Lake City, and we're cleaning out a condo to sell it on the market. And we had a lot of stuff to get rid of in the house itself or in the condo itself. So we called 1-800-GOT-JUNK. And they did an amazing job, first of all. They were in there helping move stuff and amazing. Awesome people. But one of the guys said, I think your husband looks familiar to my wife. And guess what? He's a subscriber on the channel. So if you're watching this later, Stormy, appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Have been for a couple of months, and glad that I was recognized. I was recognized in public. You hear about this all the time about YouTubers. Like, this guy walked up to me and knew who I was from my show. So evidently I'm famous now, which means two things. One, I have to raise my Discord to $99 a month. And secondly, I'm going to have to start taking sponsorships from tokens. So I guess that's the next phase, right? That's what you're supposed to do. I'm just joking. You guys know I would never do that. This is going to stay $4.99 for you guys to be a member right here on YouTube, which is going to give you full access to the Discord. But shout out to Stormy over there at 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Let's get into the news. 1+1 million Stormy. Yeah, I guess Utah is treating you good, Piper. It's not bad. It's a little bit rainy yesterday. Gypsy has been amazing this trip. If you guys don't know this, she's not been on a long road trip with us. So absolutely amazing. When bikini calendar. Never. Nobody wants to say that. No one wants to see that at all. Let's get into the news real fast, guys. Break down what we need to go through over here. Actually, let's get into the chart first. And let's talk about that old Biddy boy. Yesterday, guys, we broke through the quantum reactor yesterday, which has been our previous resistance here, okay? Yesterday, though, we broke through it And look, we come up right there, dynamic reactor, and we wicked into one of our liquidity blocks. And you can see there, it was a very bearish block to begin with. 85% of all of the volume inside of this volume block was bearish. And so, yeah, negative 381 points, which means that this is a very bearish block. But we do have, look, a very bullish block sitting below us. This coming in at about 63,569. This is on a Coinbase 4-hour chart, which means 95.6% of all the volume in this range has been bullish. So if we get down to this range, there is a nice little trend line running down here. You can see that running across the screen. Thank you, Chart Prime, for putting that on for me. And then we have our volume block down here also, which has got a lot of bullish momentum in it. Get off of there, sir. What are you doing? A lot of bullish momentum in it. We have another one sitting below us, which has 68.7%. This one's a little worrisome. I think if we lose this, there is a chance that this bearish down here of 31% grows, this bullish shrinks, and we get more sell-off down here for a liquidity grab to let it drop right through that volume block. So that's what I'm going to be watching. We do have a downtrend on the oscillator. We had transitioned to a bearish ribbon, and a true 7 is starting to come back down. Volume is going flat, and money flow is in the red. That's that red line right there. So we do have money flow in the red also on the 4-hour. Will not be surprised to see it go a little bit lower, at least the 63.6 range. Hit this block again. If we fall through that, looking at 61,000 on the table. I don't know. Could have some interesting price action ahead. And I know yesterday we talked about the MVP oscillator being, hey, 100% of the time it's been in the range of bottom side moves, bottom indication moves, I should say. But we also talked about that it can drop another 30 plus percent in that range and still be in that range, building those out. So that's what I got there on that. Let's get into the news and we'll talk about what's over there. To the news, Batman. Let me get the edge of this. There we go. And let's bring that in. Perfect. I like it. Let's get into the metrics from into the Cryptoverse, guys. Take a look first at the crypto market cap. Total crypto market cap coming in currently at $2.289 trillion. The trend on this, the fair value, is sitting at $4.947 trillion. We are currently undervalued in the total crypto market cap by 53.72%. Don't be scared. Volatility is your friend. That's true. I'm trading right now. I'll show you that trade in a minute. Volatility is my friend right now. Looking at the risk bands, we're still sitting at a 3.0 right now. Of course, when we put it out yesterday morning, we were at a 2.99. So we are back into the 4x level of risk right now for the DCA Piper plan. But if you guys want to do that 2.99 from yesterday, it was officially there yesterday. So looking at Bitcoin dominance, with stable coins, we're sitting at 58.35%. Take stable coins out, we are back at 67%. A lot of money moving over in the stable coins. Which, like the thumbnail says, cash is king today. The US dollar also at its highest level, had its biggest move, I should say, since July of last year. So the dollar definitely saying this is where everyone wants to put their money right now. Let's get into the liquidations for the past 24 hours, according to CoinGlass data. In the past 24 hours, 116,539 traders got liquidated. Total liquidations coming in at 398.94 million. Largest single liquidation order happened on Hyperliquid. It's a Bitcoin trade for $4.45 million on a single trade. Yes, DDT. I'm famous now. I got to raise my prices, start shelling trash poop coins, and I guess get a Lambo, start wearing Burberry and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and look like a tool. If you know, you know. Let's go check out the longs versus shorts today. Looking on the 24-hour here, 24-hour long volume was at $47.25 billion. A lot of people were bullish yesterday, which with good reason. You buy the invasion, right? And we had a good rally yesterday for people that were in long trades. So the Sell volume, though, the short volume, sitting at 45.91 billion in the past hour. We've seen a flip on this, 3.52 in long, 3.52 billion in long volume, and on the 1 hour for shorts, 3.89. A lot of people moving short now. Reactionary, not preemptive. I can't wait. Don't you already? Don't I already what? You know what it is? She'll wear Burberry and Louis Vuitton. No, I'm wearing a classic. What is this called? Huh? True Classic. Thank you from the wife back there. True Classic, and I'm wearing some American Eagle joggers and Skechers tennis shoes. I keep it simple, man. My money is better spent on other places like vacations and cruises and stuff like that. So, and my dog treats, a lot of dog treats. All right, let's get. I want to see what these four notifications are real fast. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. U.S. President Donald J. Trump is supporting groups of Iran willing to take up arms. Of course, he is. He's already said that. Um, yeah, I think that's about it there. And then I did see some people commenting. Oh, that's Alexandra G liking my post. I appreciate you, Alexandra G. And look, she gets a heart because she shared it. So if you guys haven't shared that yet over in X, appreciate you. It helps us out over there. Let's get into the bookmarks here and let's talk about what we need to know today. Black gold is the only thing people want today. Oil is up 8%. Bonds, stocks, and gold down approximately 3% across the board. Key events this week still. Nothing today. We've got some speakers from the Fed speaking today. We will have ADP private employment data coming out tomorrow. So be watching for that. That's going to happen. I'll show you on the economic calendar here in a bit. Look at the fear and greed index. We are sitting at a 14. We're still in extreme fear, but we're getting close to getting out of extreme fear on the pump that we had yesterday. Now with the selling off, probably going deeper into extreme fear tomorrow. Just be prepared. China has officially opposed U.S. and Israeli military actions in Iran 48 hours later. Actually, it might even be 72 hours later at this point. China officially opposing that. Is China going to get involved, or is this just rhetoric and lip service to Iran? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's not over yet, guys. It's not over. Matter of fact, Trump this morning saying that we can fight a war forever. Not saying that he plans to fight this war forever, but the people did hear him say, we can fight a war forever. And it's not a false statement. We damn near can. We just did it for 20 plus years. I was in the military the entire time. But yeah, people not liking that comment. And I don't think that it's over even close right now. Looking at the Strait of Hormuz, it is not formally closed, just so you guys know, but shipping has nearly stopped. Here's what's happening. Shipping through the strait has plunged 70%. Iran's Revolutionary Guard warned that they will set ablaze any ship attempting to pass. All I got to remind them of is don't touch our boats. There's countries out there that can tell you what happens when you do. But go for it. I mean, if you're feeling froggy, leap. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said that they will set ablaze any ship attempting to go through the strait, though. Over 150 vessels are reportedly anchoring and waiting outside the strait. That might be some of your goods that you guys have ordered or something that you're waiting on at the store, which means inflation likely going to come off of this. Oil is going to continue to go up. Global insurers like Guard, Skold, North Standard, and London PI have canceled their war risk coverage. Just hey, yeah, you have no coverage for your billion-dollar vessel. Major carriers have halted operations and rerouted via longer global routes. Saudi Aramco is reviewing alternative export routes, including diverting the crude via pipelines to the Red Sea. And no internationally recognized maritime authority has legally closed the strait, though. This all just being done by Iran. In international waters. U.S. Central Command said the Strait of Hormuz is not closed despite statements by Iranian officials, Fox News reported. So let's take a look here and see what we're seeing on the global stock market. It posting its largest decline in months as Brent oil prices surge above $85 a barrel. And Trump says the U.S. can fight forever. South Korea markets down 8%, Japan down 6%, South Africa 6%, Germany down 5%, Spain down 5%, Italy 4%, UK 4%, France 3%, NASDAQ 100 down 2%, and China down 2%. The market is beginning to price in a longer war, guys. But money's not flowing over to gold and silver. That's for damn sure. Um, Because spot gold falling below $5,100 an ounce, and silver falling below $78 an ounce. Currently, right now, gold is at $5,054. It's down 5%. Silver is at $80.93, down 9.3%, despite rising global uncertainty. Silver prices are down $20 an ounce, and or around 21%. It was down that much. Now it's a little bit higher in 24 hours. So someone call Peter Schiff and let them know that evidently gold is not the hedge against global geopolitical uncertainty. The dollar is. Another thing that I want to talk about on the dollar, and we'll break it down in a little bit. Actually, we'll do it right now because that's the end of that. X marks the spot. Let's jump over to the solo cam real fast. Here's the interesting part about the dollar. Oil's up. It's about the only thing that's up today. Um, besides the volatility index. And then also USDT dominance is up 2.24% today. Guys, that means a lot of money is flowing into the US dollar. If the dollar is strengthening because oil is strengthening, the petrodollar, get it? Yep. If the dollar is strengthening, what does that mean to the valuations of its versus assets? So Bitcoin versus US dollar, stock X versus US dollar. It means that it's going to take less of those dollars to buy that good, right? Because the dollar's going up, which means that the valuation, how many dollars equals one Bitcoin, is going to go down, right? Meaning that as the price is selling off and people aren't wanting to hold these assets, at the same time, those assets are going to get even cheaper per dollar because the dollar's going up. The same way as that what things were going up when the dollar was dropping because it was taking more of those dollars. You understand. Now it's taking less. So we do have an interesting situation here where the markets are getting a sell off on top of a strengthening dollar, which is exacerbating the the valuations even lower on stuff. So let's check out the chat real fast and then we'll finish off the news here. Let's see here. What do we got? Wick's wife, they sold all their souls to the devil one way or another. I think she's talking about all the wealthy people. Most of Elon's wealth is just his company's evaluations, not actually dollars. Nancy sold out the country to corporate interests for financial gain and traded that. Well, hey, you got Pocahontas, what's her name? Warren, Elizabeth Warren. Tim Warren's aunt. Elizabeth Warren, she sold her soul to the bank. So there is that. Do we even get oil from over there? Aren't we like 90% from here in Canada? Yes. However, we don't have that good sweet oil that the Middle East has. And so we do need that for some stuff. So what else? Wick's wife. A shout out to Wick's wife. She's in the house. We appreciate her being here. I think that's about it. Let's get back over to the news. Let's finish that off. To the news. Let's get over and check out what the TradFi markets are looking like here. Of course, Iran war live updates. Let's refresh this, see what it's saying. Iran war live updates. U.S. closes embassies in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. That is the latest on that. The Strait of Hormuz is facing a blockade. These countries will be most impacted. And I think a lot of that's going to have to do with Europe. But let's see what they're saying here. Let's see, roughly 13 million barrels per day goes through there in 2025, representing about 31% of all the seaborne crude flows, according to energy consultation firm. About 20% of the global liquefied natural gas exports that come from the Gulf are also at risk, primarily those originating from Qatar and shipped through the Strait. One of the most world's largest providers, LNG, halted production. They actually got struck with an Iranian drone yesterday, I believe. Asia, Thailand, India, Korea, and the Philippines are the most vulnerable to higher oil prices. So not as big of an impact on us. We won't see a lot, which is another reason why the U.S. dollar gaining in strength, because we won't be really hit by that higher gas price like some of the rest of the world. Looking at the TradFi markets here, I want to make sure this is all up to date. Let's refresh it. We are seeing right now Dow Jones down about 2.44%. The S&P is down 2.29%. The NASDAQ down over 2.5%. And the Russell 2K small caps taking a hit down 3.54% today. 17 is the threshold we watch on the VIX, guys. It's at 27. It's up 27.24% today, meaning lots of volatility in the markets, and we're seeing a lot of volume in and out quickly. People trying to buy the bottom instead of letting it settle, and other people selling, trying to force it to go lower. So how about Europe? How'd it look? Oh, look, Europe all red overnight. Asia all red overnight. The world is not taking this well, and we are actually seeing a sell-off of the 10-year yield. Look at yields across the board: France, UK, Japan, the Bundi, and the US all up in the green, meaning they're being sold off. People are selling bonds across the around the world right now. Looking at oil sitting at $77.39, up 8.65%. The Brent is up 7.96% to 83.93. Natural gas is up 5.14. RBOB gas up 4.91. And ULSD is up on oil there 13.69%. Guys, we're seeing a lot of money flowing right in to all of the oil sector. Crypto bubbles, let's check them out because we are in a downside move on crypto, as we showed on the chart earlier. Bitcoin is down 3% on the daily, trying to make a little rebound on the hourly, but not seeing much strength there. Ethereum is down 4.6%, and my short thanks you, Ethereum. Tether holding stable as a dollar. That's good. We like to see that. BNB is down 3.1%. XRP down 4.2%. Solana is down 5%. Tron holding pretty decent, down less than 1% on the daily. Doge is down 6.7. Cardano, ADA, moment of silence. There we go. Down 7.7%. Bitcoin Cash down 3.1. And Leo token, decentralized exchange tokens, guys, they tend to do well when there's a lot of sell-off volume because people move into that native token. It is up 1.6%. However, Hyperliquid selling off 1.3%. Monero privatized token down 1.1%. Did move up one spot though to number 14. Chainlink down 4.8%. Still in the $8 range. Not 800, not 80, 8. 8. Canton Network down 2.5%, losing one spot to number 17. Stellar Lumens is down 6.6%. And then rounding it out here at number 20, down 2.3% is Rain. Yeah, look at these stable coins pumping up, guys. DAI and PayPal USD both moving up two spots to number 21 and 22. We're seeing the move up here of the stable coins right now. Dollar advances as Middle East tensions spur flight to safety. Whoever thought the dollar would be where everyone runs to? But the U.S. dollar extended gains on Tuesday as the deepening conflict in the Middle East kindled inflation concerns. And we talked about this yesterday in detail. All these things equal inflation. While the yen hits its lowest in over 5 weeks, the spike in oil prices had led to traders reassessing expectations of interest rate cuts by global central banks, especially in countries that rely heavily on crude imports. Traders are also viewing the U.S. as a relative refuge due to its greater energy independence, as they were saying there in the chat, even as the dollar status as a dependable safe haven has been questioned over the past year. I guess when push comes to shove, the dollar wins, right? As a major oil producer, the world's reserve currency, the U.S. is likely to be seen as a safe haven for investor funds. Bring the money back. Bring the money back. We're going to be positioning ourselves to let all that money go to work for us. Bring it on back. The yen weakened 0.24% per dollar, its lowest since January 23rd, when the New York Federal Reserve reportedly conducted rate checks on the dollar versus yen pair. Europe and Japan are more exposed to higher energy costs. We just talked about that than we are. We're not going to be really affected by it because we have pretty high energy independence. So yeah, guys, the dollar making some moves there. Here's the economic events today. Again, nothing big here going on. We do get API crude stock oil stock exchange. I think this is going to actually go. I think we're going to see this go down a little bit. It's not going to be anything big though. Nothing to worry about. You do have the two Fed speakers today, Williams and Kashkari, and then tomorrow we're going to get ADP employment change and ISM services PMI all coming in tomorrow, 6:15 a.m. my time here. So this is going to be 8:15 a.m. on the East Coast, and then at 8 a.m., which is 10 a.m. right before we go live. ISM is going to be coming in. It looks like it's going to drop a little bit. So that's what we have tomorrow. How about the chance for a rate cut? How's that looking? It's a great question. Probably pretty low. 95.4% chance of no change, pause, continuation, not getting any rate cuts soon around here anywhere. My wife is coming through. Yeah, I can see her I can see her. She's popping in. There she is. I got you, babe. She's back there playing on the iPad, sitting with the dog, waiting for me to get done so we can go work on the condo. About that trade, guys, that I have going on. Currently up about $694 on that trade, 17.24%. This is the bot trade that we entered in our Discord together on last Monday, so over a week ago. So just going to work on a 5x Ethereum bot trade, grid trade going on. I'll show you the grids, display order lines. There they are. And we're just letting those things go to work. Go to work, sir. Go to work. So yeah, letting it run. I'm not going to stop it. My fees have been pretty much being paid to keep this trade open. So I'll let it ride and we'll see how it goes. But right now, definitely making some money off of this trade. So let's go take a look at the charts. Let's get into that. Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a pump. Army charts. Go. There we go. I missed anything in the chat? If war ends, oil prices should come back down again, right? Yes, that is true, Jer. That will happen. Alexandra G giving the heart saying, Miss Arby Piper. Alexandra, she just giggled. Alexandra, she loves you. What else we got here? Blackie Chan, not nefarious of selling out our own country and making money off of it. We were talking about being insiders by buying important people's phone numbers. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying there. I missed something. All oil is not the same. Heavy oil, sweet oil, crude oil are all different and make different products. Exactly. Exactly. Tim Orange and dead, bro. There was a time that I was the third investing bro. I actually built what their scenes used to look like, and the computer that they were operating on for a long time was also bought by Army Piper because I was trying to help them out when they got off the ground. So some Pepper's Farm remembers. Pepper's Farm remembers. Let's talk about the Bitcoin chart here, guys. We did get a little bounce up off of the VWAP median line there. This is the anchor VWAP automatically printed by Chart Prime. Thank you very much. And we are trying to fight up, but we're not seeing a lot of volume on this, guys. It's holding tight. Do want to go to the 3 minute because we do have the orbs. I know Alex O has been gone, so nobody's really gotten the orbs. But here's our orb from this morning. The high side on this came in at 67,579. You can see we got a little break above it, and now we're losing it after hitting our volume block right there above it, which was bearish. Our low on this is sitting down at 66,132. So there's your orbs for today. Bottom side of the orb, 66,132. High side of the orb, 67,571. Put those on your charts. There's your orbs. You got it. Shout out to OC guy. I see you in the chat, bro. Pepper Farm remembers. You like that, JR? I got some dad jokes. It's okay. We are seeing a little bit of sell off here on the 3 minute off of that upper side orb. So, how are we looking on the higher time frames, guys? We're still holding below that 50% retracement line. That's your 50% retracement from the all-time low, or from the last bear cycle low to the all-time high in October. Piper sold here. Yay. Piper New Cash was king here, and now is going to be buying heavily as we go lower from this level. I am watching this $57,000, $58,000 range. Why? Because your 200 week moving average is coming in here, and I think that is the simple moving average. Yes, simple moving average. We've already broken below and are holding below with a second weekly close. You guys remember I said if we lose the 200 week exponential moving average and we get 2 weekly candle closes below it, we are very likely heading lower. And now we're looking at a second week of sell off below the 200 week here. Let's check out the beautiful oscillators here. Oscillators on the monthly. Yeah, we're still seeing, let's go to the weekly actually. Do a little bit of weekly. There we go. We are seeing a little bit of a uptick here on the MACD and on the signal line here. We could get a relief rally coming soon to a chart near you. You can see here on the RSI primed, we are starting to get really tight small candles curving into that blue range, which typically has been a relief rally mode. Let's go back here and take a look. Look here. Little relief rally. Okay. Right there. That's what we got going on. And it wasn't a huge rally by any means, but let's go ahead and see what it was. 43% move. Shit, I'm wrong. That was a pretty good rally. So we could have a relief rally building here on the weekly. Would not be surprising. We are in that March window. That's typically about the time that we start to see the January sell off and then get into the better than expected relief rally. And then everyone gets trapped in it. And then we go back down some more. So, let's see here how we're looking on the monthly, though. We are still seeing the histogram and the MACD giving both bearish indication continuation here. It still can go down quite a ways on this ribbon, on the signal ribbon. We do have the VWAP overbought here that fired in November, right after October, and we've been on the downtrend since. Money flow in the monthly is still red. Volume is starting to come back up slightly right there. You can see that little tiny tick to the upside, but it's still in the red, and we still have downside moves to go on the RSI before we get down into that low blue level. Well, I'll tell you what, we're getting pretty close. Again, we saw the MVP oscillator yesterday fire off. So based on this RSI primed, we still could be looking at the bottoming range here, give a little relief rally, come back down, and still end in October like we typically do. That would be here that I'm watching, October 2026 for the bottom, about 1 year from the top, just like we always have. So, of course, Evan Aldo did bring up on X. He said about the bottom indications, and he goes, "What if June, right here in 2022, was our bottom, and we were in a rally until we got hit by FTX, guys? FTX happened here in October, November. That would have been the bottom. Look." Let's take out this candle here. Let's not even focus on the FTX candle here. And let's look at here. Okay? We come in a May period, right? And we dump down one more time. And then we come up, we get a relief rally, right? Just like right here, March, little relief rally, further downside move. That's what I'm talking about right now. We come down in here in June, get a little relief rally. It starts to come down, and there's the double bottom. Okay? Consolidation zone right there. This is where your money's made. And then FTX happens. So it wouldn't have been June that we ended the run. That wouldn't have been the bottom in June, and then we came up. FTX happened here. So, yeah, not sure what he's basing that on. Sure, I think that's possible that this piece here would not have taken place without FTX. But I still think that it's likely that we're going to head lower with relief rally possibly coming soon. And if that's the case, then, we just continue to follow the Piper plan. Because what I'm seeing right here, this would be setting up for a March into April relief rally and then head in lower for the end of October 2026, end of quarter three, going into quarter four, being the bottom of the market. So that's what I'm watching there. Stocks today, guys. NVIDIA is holding on its 200-day moving average here, breaking out of the Bravo cloud. What else do we have here? AMD is down 4.6%. Let's see how it's looking. It's, again, at its 200-day moving average also. TSM, your Taiwan Semiconductor, has lost its cloud. It's lost the Bravo cloud, but look, it's 200 is all the way down here at 274. I would watch for the dynamic reactor at 309 if we continue to see these semiconductors fall. And with what's going on in the Straits of Hormuz, wouldn't be surprised if some of their stuff is not able to get out there and get around. So what else do we have here? Power and coaling, energy sector, taking small hits today, but still holding. Power itself holding pretty good here in the Bravo cloud, although it is very overbought right now. We do have a well indication here, guys, and that typically means sell-off. I'd be watching for power to drop down to 554. Let's go ahead and put a line on there because that well, it typically plays off well. Yeah. There you go, dad jokes. It does typically tend to play off, but this one didn't here. It continued to push up and then fell afterwards. But typically, these wells, when they call, that's a good indication of downside moves. So, what else do we have here? Amazon is down 2.3 today. Google is down 2.82. Meta is down 1.54, and Microsoft down hitting plot in the pocket bounce and hitting that 200 week moving average. So Microsoft could get a good rally from here. We do have a 789 push to the upside out of a platinum pocket. I think we could see a move on Microsoft to the upside. We'll have to see. Let's go over here, check out the chat cam real fast, see what I missed over here. You know what it is. Appreciate it, my friend. OC guy. Everybody loves the OC guy. I do too. I miss you, bro. We miss you here around the show. I don't think I missed anything. Nobody put out anything. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. That's about all the time I got today. Just keep an eye on the markets. I do think that we are still going to see some potential sell off, although we are due for some type of relief rally here soon. With geopolitical conflict, though, it's hard telling what could happen. The dollar, though, right now, cash is king, and so if you're in that dollar, deploy it, put it to work for you, making some yields or something like that, and then get it into those assets as we get some lower prices, because that's the goal. Buy low, sell high. Don't do the opposite. Don't get caught in someone else's trap. But appreciate you guys joining me here today. We'll be back here tomorrow morning on Wednesday, March 4th, and we'll be bringing you guys the news, the charts, the market, the headlines, and everything you need to have knowledge, because knowledge is profit. Until next time, guys, trade safe, use some risk management. Peace, love, profits. We're out of here.
That's the rap. Chart stack, data never lie. Piper led the mission, OC in the sky. Spaghetti on the screen, but the vision stay prime. Chart prime visual, signals on time. Alumni strong, we built from the grind. Lessons in the market that'll outlive time. Just how we run till the next one, stay sharp. We'll see you at the next one.
What the fuck they're doing?
Morning market report out.
Boom shakalaka.
We'll see you at the next one. Morning market report out. We'll see you at the next one. Morning market report. Ow.
That was awesome, dude. Hey, it didn't break. What else you got?